All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Matt. I've been a crypto trader since 2017, so 8 years in the markets. On this channel, I go over the market every single day for free. So make sure to give this channel a subscribe if you haven't already. There are a few things I want to show you guys in this video that have me slightly concerned. Now, I continue to maintain my base case scenario and my main thesis, which is that this was just a corrective pullback down to our major golden pocket, which we are currently rejecting off of. And all that we are waiting for now is a break of this downtrend with a daily inversion here. If we get a daily candle closure back above this bearish fair value gap, creating an inverse fair value gap, that would be my swing long trigger with my stop loss below that inversion, targeting all-time highs. Okay, we have already talked about this. Now, this is the bullish scenario. That being said, we cannot rule out the potential bearish scenarios at play here as well. And there are a few things that are slightly concerning. Now, does this mean I'm going to full short the market? Does this mean I'm going to sell all of my spot crypto? Absolutely not, okay? Until price proves to me that we are going to see lower, then I will continue to maintain my long bias. Again, really up until we lose this major swing low here, we maintain bullish market structure on a higher time frame. And as of right now, guys, all we are doing is retesting this very key level, right? Previous all-time high. We had a breakout retest to our golden pocket, and I am still expecting higher, but there are a few things I want to show you guys, okay? The first thing, if we go to a weekly time frame, okay, what do we notice here on the weekly time frame? Okay, we've already talked about the weekly SFP or swing failure pattern, which just means we have this one high and then we have the second high taking out that high. Okay, every time we have seen this formation on the weekly time frame, whether bullish or bearish, we usually see a strong move in the opposite direction. This exact same formation also marked the top of the previous bull cycle, right? Weekly swing failure pattern here, that was the local top, and then another weekly swing failure pattern, and that marked the macro top, okay? We also saw that bearish momentum, right? Creating bearish divergences, meaning as price was making that higher high, momentum was making that lower low. Now, if we look at Bitcoin here, okay, we're seeing a similar formation, okay? We're seeing, again, price create that higher high, weekly swing failure pattern, and look at this weekly bearish divergence, okay? This was confirmed on last week's candle. This is a confirmed bearish divergence, okay? So if this plays out, which it very well could, we can see price continue back down to these lower levels. Every time we get a divergence on a weekly time frame, we usually see, anywhere from a 20 to 30% drop. Even going back to May, June of 2023, right? Still in the early stages of the bull market, we saw a 20% decline after that bearish divergence, okay? So anytime we get these, even bullish divergences, it usually marks the beginning of a major move in the opposite direction. If we were to see something similar, that would put Bitcoin right at around this major structure low, or maybe even lower. So this is something that I'm watching out for as well, okay? Every single macro top on every single asset will have this formation. Name an asset, I will show you guys a top with the weekly bearish divergences and a swing failure pattern. Even taking a look at Solana, okay? This is where we sold our Solana inside of the pro group, right? We sold all of our spot Solana as soon as we saw that double top, right? Swing failing this high here with that bearish divergence on a daily time frame and above. And that has so far marked the macro top for Solana this cycle. And Bitcoin is showing us this exact same formation. Just something to be aware of as we head into September, which is historically a bearish month, okay? So just keep that in mind. If we lose this key zone that we are testing, we can definitely see lower prices, guys, right? We can definitely see at least down to the sub 100K level and maybe even lower and potentially a macro top, okay? That's why this current level is so important. I'm still expecting Bitcoin to continue higher until proven otherwise, but guys, the signs are definitely there. Now, some hopium for the bulls out there is that we have seen something similar, okay? We have seen these bearish divergences before, and after that initial dump, Bitcoin continues the run up to the upside, okay? Due to the institutional inflow, due to how strong Bitcoin is. So it's definitely been showing a lot of strength this bull run, but that will eventually come to an end, guys. It's never going to be up only for infinity, like your favorite influencers are saying, giving you all this bullish copium, okay? There still are going to be market cycles. That's how markets operate, okay? There are going to be downtrends downtrends, and I believe there will be a catalyst to send Bitcoin down 70% plus in the bear market, okay? That's just my opinion. So keep in mind, right? Even though Bitcoin is showing strength here, eventually one of these tops will be the macro top, okay? And as we head into the later stages of the 4-year cycle, this is something to be aware of, okay? It's something that you need to mentally prepare for. You never want to have all of your eggs in one basket. You don't want to be fully allocated into the markets. Okay, that's just something I wanted to share with you guys. Now, what is the likelihood of this happening, in my opinion? Well, because so many people are comparing the current price action to the price action of 2021, I do not think that we will get a move like this, okay? And there's a few different reasons for that. Number one, if we look at the price action leading up to the top in 2021, we saw this kind of parabolic move to the upside. If we compare that with this bull run, we're not seeing that parabolic move to the upside, right? We're seeing that move up, then kind of consolidate for a bit, another move up, consolidate for a bit, another move up, then we kind of consolidate, get another dip, consolidate, consolidate. So this is a much healthier run to the upside. Also, another reason is because everyone is comparing this price action to this price action, okay? And sure, does it look similar? Yes, it does look similar, right? We're seeing that second high. We're seeing those bearish divergences, right? Similar to what we did over here. But guys, when everyone is comparing the same fractal, it very rarely plays out, okay? This reminds me of 2021 when people were comparing it to the 2017 cycle, right? Saying this is going to be, a massive blow off top. And then did we get that? No, right? We got that one bottom and then we got that second top, just barely creating an all-time high, faking out everyone before that inevitable bear market. So when people try to compare past cycles to the current cycle, it very rarely ends up the way that everyone is expecting it to, okay? So again, I maintain the bullish scenario that we will maybe chop around here for a bit. Maybe we will start to go up in the coming days in the month of September to new all-time highs. And this will be the final move up before the macro top gets put in sometime this Q4, potentially next year Q1. I can see a scenario where it gets pushed back a few months, but ultimately I expect the 4-year market cycle to still be in play. There's no reason for us to believe that the 4-year cycle is going anywhere, okay? We're still following it to a T. So until proven otherwise, again, I'm going to be bullish, but I am expecting the cycle top to be in shortly. So keep an eye out for those weekly bearish divergences. Understand that anything can happen. We are bouncing from this level currently here on Bitcoin. We did take out those lows. We are seeing some bullish momentum. So let's see if we can see that final push through, breakout of this bearish trend line, and then boom, back up to new all-time highs. Okay, that would be best case scenario. I'll go over Ethereum very quickly here as well. We have been talking about how Ethereum had swept this all-time high here with those bearish divergences as well. Textbook local top setup. At this point, guys, I'm looking for an ABC correction down to take out these lows, retesting these previous highs to the left here, going down to a lower time frame, looking for those bullish divergences, and then re-entering longs right here. If you guys are curious as to what indicators I'm using the easy algo trading indicators. These are indicators that I have custom coded based on my trading system and my trading strategy. If you guys want access, make sure to click the first link in the description below. As well as getting access to my indicators, you will also be getting access to my pro trading community where I'm posting all these setups in real time to my pro members, okay? So if you're interested, like I said, it's gonna be the first link in the description below. That's gonna be it for me in this video. Subscribe to the channel for more daily analysis, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another video.